1,000 lb sisters. Tammy announces major size drop after massive weight loss progress. Tammy Slayton stood in front of the mirror, her hands trembling. Not from fear this time, but from disbelief. For years, that reflection had been something she avoided, something that reminded her of pain, limitations, and a life that felt out of reach. But today was different. Today, she wasn't just looking at herself. She was seeing someone new, and for the first time in a long time, she smiled. When 1,000 lb Sisters first introduced viewers to Tammy, she was battling more than just her weight. She was fighting emotional scars, health struggles, and a deep sense of being stuck. Fans watched as she faced setbacks, resistance, and moments where it seemed like change might never come. But what makes Tammy's journey so powerful isn't. Now, in a moment that has sent shockwaves through the fan community, Tammy has officially announced a major size drop following her incredible weight loss progress. And it's not just a number, it's a transformation that's rewriting her entire story. In a heartfelt reveal, Tammy shared the news in her signature raw, unfiltered way. "I didn't think I'd ever get here," she admitted, her voice cracking with emotion. "There were times I gave up on myself, times I thought, this is it, this is my life. But that life has changed. After months, years of hard work, setbacks, and determination, Tammy revealed she has dropped multiple clothing sizes, something she once considered impossible. "I used to wear the biggest sizes they had. Now I'm fitting into stuff I never thought I could even try on." That sentence alone carries years of struggle behind it. Tammy's transformation didn't happen overnight. In fact, it came after one of the lowest points in her life. Fans will remember when her health reached a critical stage. She was hospitalized, struggling to breathe, and forced to confront a terrifying reality. Things had to change, or she might not survive. That moment became her turning point. Instead of giving up, Tammy chose to fight. Rehabilitation wasn't easy. It meant strict routines, controlled diets, and facing emotional challenges she had long avoided. It meant letting go of habits that once brought comfort, even if they were hurting her. "It wasn't just about losing weight," Tammy explained. "It was about changing my whole life." Weight loss journeys are often portrayed as physical transformations. But for Tammy, the biggest battle was internal. "I started realizing I deserve better. I deserve to live." That realization became her fuel. Therapy, support from loved ones, and a growing sense of self-worth helped Tammy push through moments that once would have stopped her in her tracks. And slowly, but surely, the changes began to show. Tammy's recent reveal wasn't just about clothing sizes, it was about confidence. Fans immediately noticed the difference in her posture, her expressions, even the way she carries herself. She's no longer hiding. Instead, she's embracing. "I actually like looking at myself now," she said with a laugh. "That's something I never thought I'd say." Photos and clips of Tammy's transformation have flooded social media, with fans praising her progress and celebrating every milestone alongside her. And the compliments? They're pouring in. Tammy's family has been a huge part of her journey, and their reactions to her transformation have been emotional to say the least. Amy, her sister and longtime supporter, was reportedly brought to tears when she saw Tammy's latest progress. "I always believed in her," Amy said, even when she didn't believe in herself. Their relationship hasn't always been easy. There were arguments, frustrations, moments of tough love, but beneath it all was a bond that never broke. Now they're celebrating together. And for the first time, it feels like they're both moving forward, not just individually, but as sisters who have grown through everything they've faced. While the headlines focus on Tammy's size drop, the reality is much deeper. This isn't just a glow-up story. It's a story about survival, about facing fears, about choosing change, even when it's terrifying. Tammy's journey highlights something many people don't talk about: how difficult it is to break free from patterns that feel safe, even when they're harmful. Every pound lost represents effort. Every size dropped represents discipline. Every step forward represents a decision to keep going. Social media has exploded with reactions to Tammy's announcement. Fans who have followed her from the beginning are calling this moment emotional, inspiring, and long overdue. One fan wrote, "We've seen her at her lowest. Watching her rise like this feels personal." Another added, "This is why we never gave up on her." Tammy's story has become more than entertainment. It's become motivation for people facing their own struggles. And that's something even she didn't expect. "I didn't think my story would help anyone," Tammy admitted. "But if it does, that means everything." With this major milestone behind her, the question now is, what's next? Tammy has hinted that her journey is far from over. She's continuing to focus on her health, building strength, and maintaining the lifestyle changes that got her here. There are also whispers of new opportunities, more independence, new experiences, and possibly even goals she once thought were out of reach. "I want to live," she said simply, "really live." And that might be the biggest transformation of all. Tammy's size drop is more than just a personal achievement. It's a symbol that change is possible, that even when things feel impossible, progress can happen, that no matter how far gone something seems, it's never too late to start again. Her journey isn't perfect. It's messy, emotional, and real. And that's exactly why it resonates. Back in front of that mirror, Tammy took a deep breath. She adjusted her shirt, one that would have never fit her before, and looked at her reflection again. But this time, she didn't look away. "I'm proud of you," she whispered to herself. It was a quiet moment, a simple moment. But for Tammy Slayton, it meant everything. Because for the first time in years, she wasn't just surviving, she was finally becoming the person she always had the strength to be. Tammy's announcement of her major size drop marks a powerful new chapter in her journey, one filled with hope, determination, and possibility. It's not the end of her story, it's just the beginning of a new one. And if her past has shown us anything, it's this: